Okay, so I'm not sure it's really the biggest news, but I definitely wanted to talk about it first because just I like funnier news than big news at this point. The Pokemon trading card game, or TCG for short. There's some maniac. He okay. Actually, put some perspective on this. Pokemon comes out with these. I thought they were promotional. These jumbo cards.
Right.
You have a few, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so I just thought they were unplayable. That's the assumption that they're just like for show to collect.
Right.
This person brought a 60 card jumbo deck of these giant Pokemon cards. And it was ruled legal because there is not a size specification in the rules. Granted, he lost hard.
Right.
He lost like the first match. Like I guess he basically did it to prove a point, but that it's like genius in like the weirdest way. Yeah, I
It's
would
like funny, right?
Right, exactly. Did you imagine shuffling that? You had to do any move that's like shuffles, just like, oh.
Yeah.
I was also reading.
I'm surprised they weren't more mad that they weren't like in sleeves or whatever.
Oh, do they have to be in sleeves?
I thought that was like a rule because the full arts have like a different texture.
Oh, really?
So if you're like really good with like sleight of hand, you could shuffle it into a position you want it. But I guess with jumbo cards, it just doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure with Yu-Gi-Oh! That they forced that a few years ago, where you have to have sleeves because people were like sleight of handing / cheating basically because of it. But apparently because there's no trainer cards or it's all basically all just Pokemon cards, so all he could do was attack. So he just lost. And then the second game, his opponent scooped just so they can get a third game out of it for funsies. He says he apparently predicts that they're gonna put some new ruling in, like you can only play cards of a certain size.
Right.
Because I mean, if you think about it this way, what if he only brought one jumbo card? If it's not against the rules, you'd have like a deck and like in the middle of it, jumbo card. That's how I would.
I know what I'm drawing next.
That's where my mind went to. I'd be like, if I knew that I could do that, like where there's no rule against it technically. I mean, it's not my fault that the jumbo cards are allowed. So like, I'd shuffle the deck and then obviously I know what that jumbo card is.
That's what he should have done to really prove it a point. It's like, yeah, it's not in the rules. I prefer jumbo cards.
I would just keep shuffling until it's like on the top of the deck.
Right. Just like, I wonder what I'm drawing next.
Oh man. So this guy's name is Farive. He said that he warns that no one should follow him in this journey as he expects the quote rules to be modified soon to clarify the size of usable cards. I mean, there's no real way to win with these, but like I said, that's like I'd imagine what I was talking about is like the only way you could like legally cheat.
Right.
But it just actually how do you get these cards? Are they from like just packs?
They're in like the boxes.
Okay. I think it'd be cool as like tournament winnings. I'd like that where it's can't be
like a jumbo card.
Right. That's how I'd like to see it. But yeah, so he had 60 cards, multiple copies of cards. Just good for this guy. He literally paid money to genuinely lose.
Right.
He's a martyr.
Yeah,
he's a Pokemon. I love the picture of like his hand where it's just 3 giant cards.
It's like you're done now, Yugi boy.
You ever see those videos of like people actually playing I think Pokemon where they're like I forget what it's called, but they just keep flipping the cards in their hand. It's like an art to it.
Yeah, Magic players do it all the time too. Yeah.
I would love to see him try to do that.
Just like flies out and like cuts the guy. Yeah,
cardboard cut. And it's just like a laceration. Just like just gash. Oh my god. How could Pokemon do? I also love the fact that the judge had to debate it and if you're on the judge panel, right? Could you imagine just like, oh man, is this allowed? It's like a meeting of the minds. Like, I mean, there's no card saying it can't be played. There's no rule saying it can't be played.
Did he call us out on it? Did we not check the rules?
I know. I sometimes for some stupid reason I like to catch up with Yu-Gi-Oh news, even though it's like I basically hate the game now because it's just ridiculously crazy. Like at those tournaments, every like game needs a judge. There's like a judge, and then there's like a master judge, and the master judge basically, even if he said something that's like is incorrect, you have to follow the ruling that they say.
Right.
And there's so many like like wacky scenarios in that game now, where it's just like, you know, but either way, kudos to this guy. I respect him. I have a lot of respect for these kind of people, and it's just hilarious.
I hope his next gimmick is he brings like that ancient Mew card that's all written in like hieroglyphics. It's like, yeah, I win.
Oh, yeah, all because you can't read the card doesn't mean you don't know what it does. The guy's like, well, we don't know what it does, so it's illegal. It's like that's I don't know.
Can you translate it? No. Oh no.
We're gonna need the Millennium Eye for this one, folks. Pegasus, what are you doing? What do you? I love Pegasus. I like this character a lot. I don't know why.
He was so good.
He was. I love the Toon deck. That was just a good time in childhood. Now I'm sad because I'm an adult. Yeah. Oh, side note again with Yu-Gi-Oh, I do like that. Like I think it's like every other year, but like the World Championships, they'll have like a real character duel where the voice actors will excuse me, the voice actors for the Yugi, you know, for like Yugi and like Pegasus, they'll duel each other, and like, you know, it's obviously choreographed, but you know, it's just cool.
It's just cool.
Yeah.
It just seems like fun.
Right. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Goons, Games, and Gear. It would really mean a lot if you support us by telling your friends, family, political enemies, or even your pets. We have a website. We got that Twitter, that Discord, that TikTok that all the youngsters are using, the YouTube and YouTube Shorts. Where the VODs are on Spotify and YouTube. We are live Mondays and Fridays, 7:30 Eastern Standard. You can find the podcast basically anywhere on the internet around Tuesday morning. And we have a Facebook page. So talk to us. We'd love to talk to you guys. See you next time.